Same file, same 40,000 rows. The left read takes 3 times longer than the right one and spawns twice the jobs. The only difference is a single line. The right one tells Spark the types. The left one makes Spark guess. Guessing costs a full extra pass over your data, and sometimes it guesses wrong. Today, schemas. What that one line looks like, the 2 ways to write it, and the ambush hiding inside. Stop inferring. Start declaring. A schema is 3 facts per column. Its name, its type, and whether nulls are allowed. That's it, and that's everything. Print it, and Spark shows you the contract. Endpoint is a string, latency is an integer, TS is a timestamp. Every read honors a contract like this. The only question is who wrote it, you or a guess. When you don't declare, Spark infers. And inference is not free. To guess a column's type, Spark has to read the data before reading the data, measured on our logs. The inferred read fires 4 jobs and takes 0.83 seconds. The declared read, 2 jobs, 0.28, 3 times faster before we even reach real scale. And CSV without any option is worse. No guess at all, everything is a string. Worse than slow, inference can be wrong. Our JSON logs, inferred, TS, the timestamp, comes back as a plain string. Episode 1.3 walked into exactly this trap. The guess depends on the data that happens to be there. Numbers that fit an int today can overflow tomorrow. Dates parse in one file and not the next. Types you didn't choose are types you can't trust. Declaring costs 1 line. A DDL string, column name, type, comma, repeat. Hand it to .schema before the read, and every promise is kept. Real timestamps, real integers, 0 guessing jobs. This is the line that made the read 3 times faster in the cold open. 1 string, readable in code review, diffable in Git, and your pipeline stops depending on what the data looks like today. The verbose twin, StructType, a list of struct fields, each with a name, a type object, and a third argument, nullable. True means nulls are allowed. And here's the receipt. Build the same contract both ways, and Spark says they're equal, true. Use StructType when you need to build schemas in code. Use DDL when a human has to read them. Same contract, 2 dialects. Now the ambush. Declare the right columns in the wrong order on a CSV, and nothing crashes. Spark maps your schema by position, warns you once in the logs, and serves garbage. Method is 166. The timestamp is null, every row scrambled. This is real output, reproduced on purpose. The contract binds by position, not by name. So declare columns in the file's order, and treat that warning as what it really is, an alarm. The full run, measured, inferred, for jobs, 0.83 seconds, and the types depend on luck. Declared, 2 jobs, 0.28 seconds, timestamps that are actually timestamps. The scrambled table when the order is wrong, and the equality check, StructType and DDL, same schema, true. Every frame is this script stout on this laptop. Nothing staged. The rule, exploring in a notebook? Infer, once it's fine. Anything that runs twice, declare. Put the DDL string in a constant next to your reader, and your schema becomes a border checkpoint. Wrong data gets caught at the door, not 3 joins later. Your storage doesn't drift, your types don't wobble, and code review can see the contract. Recap. A schema is the contract. Names, types, nullable. Inference pays a full extra read and guesses. Declaring pays 1 line and knows. DDL for humans, StructType for machines, same contract. And on CSV the contract binds by position, order matters. Next episode, now that the types are right, we use them. Filtering, sorting, and the 3-valued logic of null, where a comparison can be neither true nor false. That one bites everybody. See you there.